What is up, you guys? Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And this is just going to be like a recap video, just have some fun. I've been having a lot of commentary over a lot of different topics in terms of like builds and tips and tricks. So it's been a while since I've actually just ran through a dungeon. So this is what this video is pretty much about. So if you don't really feel like hanging out or watching a video on me going through a dungeon, then feel free to just skip. And thank you guys for stopping by for the updates. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what you guys want next. I mean, I know a lot of people are asking for the Union videos and invasion videos, but what exactly do you guys need help with? Like, what questions do you guys have? Like, and what answers do you need? Because I'm pretty much here to help, and I am done with basically most of the end game content. There's literally nothing for me to do other than just to create content, because I mean, at the end of the day, I made basically 10 characters to farm seeds so I can buy anything that I need from the marketplace, because the reality is no matter how many times you do a dungeon, you don't get what you want. But before I go on with the rest of the video, I just want to give a shout out to the two homies that were with me in the Abyssal Kitchen. I forget what clan they were in or guild, but man, I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get them past the third boss, but I was kind of burnt out by that point in the Abyssal Kitchen. It was a rough ride. We basically had a lot of people not have the DPS for that dungeon. Got to apply some of the things that I'm talking about and helping people get to the dungeons that they need. Oh snaps! I'm gonna use this guy as a meat shield. Fine, I'll use a pot. I don't want to use a pot, but it is what it is. But yeah, guys, I mean, the event has been extended for another week. That means you're gonna have double chest for a solid second week. And what else? Double chests are still going on. The accessories are still going on. So just kind of stack up on your chest for now. I don't have any Valor perks anymore. How's this guy still breathing? It's like a watcher literally right in him. I'm not gonna use any pots. As long as I keep my distance. What just hit me? GG's. Well, I'm not gonna waste a pot in this dungeon. But it looks like I might have to. No, he got up. Perfect. I'm playing with some of the people in my guild right now. We're all refusing to use pots because I told them to bring a priest, but none of them decided to bring a priest. But yeah, guys, I mean, how do you guys feel about the game? I mean, I've noticed a huge drop in players. A lot of people are dropping from the game. Queue times are much longer. The community is getting definitely a lot smaller. I mean, let's face it, if the game doesn't make, some big changes, it's going to lose a lot of its player base. The changes that I'm thinking about is that, I mean, the game's buggy, the game's glitchy, the game has a lot of different issues in terms of boss fights. Again, depths of corruption, she's still causing unnecessary deaths. Let's see what else is here. Let's eat. I mean, what issues do you have with the game? What do you feel that the game needs to continue? I mean, there is an enhancement system that's coming up. I mean, the skills and the passives, the new ones are coming up as well. But I mean, until then, we won't know for sure what's gonna happen. I mean, and do you guys, what do you guys propose, by the way? I'm still on the Facera server. I literally have nothing to do except log on, get seeds, and help with dungeons. Like, I honestly I'm not even going to bother doing dungeons for seal chest keys anymore, because, I mean, it's such a huge letdown. You put in so much time and effort, and then you don't get anything out of the box. To date, I actually opened up 50 Depths of Corruption boxes. 50 Depths of Corruptions, and out of the 50 Depths of Corruption, I got one Royce's necklace and one Black Lion. So in a sense, I could have sold that for 1.3 mil in total, because then Black Lion sells for like 800, and then the other necklace sells for like 3 to 500. But yeah, that's pretty much it. How's your guys' day going? How's your guys' lives? How's your grind and blessed? How's your faith? How's your guild? How's basically anything that you're doing? Any tips and tricks? I'm feeling about even doing giveaways with Starseeds. A weekly giveaway just to give people a day's worth of Starseeds. Especially for the people that stop by the stream. Because this game, I love it. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of things to do. But the reality is that it is repetitive, and there is no new content. A lot of the players that play this game, they're pretty much done, just like me. There's literally nothing else other than PvP. And personally, I feel like they need to do more than just combine the Facera server. And I actually think they should not give people a choice in doing Voss or Sen, because 30 people are queued up for Voss, or Sen, and then 5 are queued up for, the other team, which is Voss. So 30 on Sen and, 5 on Voss. You're never going to get a PvP match. Now, if you have different teams queue up for the match, like different parties of 5, but you don't get a choice in your team, I guess it'll give you a chance until the player base comes back, because I feel like what's really keeping the game alive for most people is the PvP. And that's another thing too, like the PvP in this game is not as active as it should be. Alright, let's see. By the way, we're going to be burning through this boss right now because we literally have 4 mages with high DPS. I'm thinking about buying a wand of the avatar. Man. I feel like they need to implement more dungeons, maybe lower level dungeons for the casual players, because a lot of new dungeons are higher level, like Chamber of the Ancients and Lich. But I feel like there should be some lower level dungeons, maybe some more, just that way it can be a lot easier and, I guess a bit more fun. I would like to see a dungeon, I would actually see a dungeon with the 4 giants. I'm not sure if you know which giants I'm talking about, like maybe there to be an ice giant, the frost giant, and, make like 2 more giants of the elements. And the last boss will be like the 2-headed grasslands giant. I'm not gonna be able to get there. If I go around. There we go. But do you guys need any help with dungeons or anything like that? Like I said, I am a free agent. I mean, my guild is still open and available, but I'm pretty much here to help. Alright, so that is that. Eat some meat. I just wanted to give you guys kind of an update of what's going on, especially in Blessed. 2 minutes and 28 seconds. That wasn't too bad though. So I've basically finished up a build video for every single class. I mean, I guess I could go down and start focusing more on blessing based like builds, because in reality I gave you kind of like universal, all universal builds for kind of like any situation. And but the thing is, if you really want true DPS and true builds, you're gonna have to focus on a specific blessing. And I kind of touched upon that when I was talking about the priest. Because yeah, you could be an all-around stack and attack priest, or you can actually have a relevant build that actually makes a lot of sense for your class. I mean, the same thing, like for example, the Berserker, the best class is the, Furious Earthbreaker, stacking the gear that I said. That's literally the best class for the Zerker in my opinion. I mean, Guillotine is good for sustain, but in my opinion, you can sustain really well with the Leap Attack Axe. Because the beauty of the Leap Attack Axe is you don't have to wait to only be raged. When you're using Guillotine, you have to be raged to get your health back with a lifesteal if I'm not mistaken. But correct me if I'm wrong. It could just be the life-stealing boots, and as long as you're using Guillotine in general. I'll have to take a look at the boots. Like I said, it's really hard for me to talk about it unless it's like right in front of me. I like to prepare a lot for the videos that I do because I like to make sense. Uh-oh. Dang, I was about to eat some. I forgot to eat my meat. My lunchbox. I guess what would be really fun for me to find out is like, what was the hardest dungeon for you when you first started? And have you guys like moved on from it? Ugh. Oh, looks like he died. What are some of the funniest things that has ever happened to you in a dungeon? Personally, my favorite dungeon that always has a story is Depths of Corruption because the third boss is so glitchy and so buggy that somebody always dies. Even you're the best player in the world, but some nonsense would happen, like you're gonna get stuck in a rock, or she's just gonna snipe you across the map, even though you were definitely well out of her way. Here we go. Oh, you got me. GG's. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother potting or healing. A cool thing too, fun little tip, is that if you do get revived, you can eat a lunchbox. Somehow I just glitched out the lunchbox. And I'm still getting health. What? I'll take it. Never seen that before. Oh, I didn't glitch it out. I'm actually useless. But like, this is what I mean. Like, look how perfect. Look at this situation. I can't attack anymore. You can't make this up. I'm tapping every button. I'm gonna tap it right in front of the mic so you guys can hear. Also, I can blink. I can blink, but I can't. See if I can blink again. Yeah, okay, so it's letting me blink. But that's it. You gotta love this game. I guess the only way this will work is if I actually die. Well, we pretty much won this. Like, did it happen because I was trying to eat my lunchbox? I mean, that's the only deduction I can get out of this. Let's see if I can actually get my chest. No, I can't. Gotta love it. Bless Unleashed. Can't get my chest. But you know, that pretty much concludes this video. Thank you guys for watching, and you know, the usual, just follow the socials, Instagram, you know, Mixer, Twitch, Twitter, the guitar is 562. Again, I do appreciate you guys watching, and hope you have a good day and stay safe from all the riots and the protests going on at home, and stay safe from Corona as well. Thank you guys, and take it easy.